The Bookcase by Emily Joyce. Hello there. Welcome to another adventure with the counting ship. I've heard that you can't get to sleep, and neither can I. It doesn't seem to matter how snug we are in our beds. Sometimes it's a little difficult to switch off. But here on the counting ship, we're always on hand to help. And to make sure that you never miss an adventure, don't forget to subscribe. Have you heard that it can help to read a book just before bedtime? Let's give it a try. So now you can close your eyes and begin to look through your mind's eye. And you can see that here in the corner of the room is a large bookcase. It's made of beautifully polished, dark mahogany wood. And on each of the shelves are dozens upon dozens of books. So why don't you choose one and open it up? And we're bobbing on top of the water next to a deep sea diver, and she's heading under the waves. Should we follow her? Let's go under the water and find out where she's going to. We're swimming down now, past seaweed and fish, gallons upon gallons of water. And the deep sea diver is just ahead of us, swimming in long, smooth strokes, her flippers beating to and fro. And I can see where we're heading. We're heading towards a shipwreck on the sandy bottom of the sea. Perhaps the diver is hunting for treasure. And this must have been a very ornate ship. Just look at the prow, the very front of the ship. It has a figurehead that looks like a phoenix, with its great wings spread like it's ready to soar from the boat up into the air. The deep sea diver is using a large waterproof camera to take pictures of the eagle. Perhaps she's a historian looking to uncover the secrets of the deep. But I'm getting too tired for all this swimming. Let's close this book. And we're back in our room, next to the bookcase. Shall we open another book? Let's try this one. Wow, I'm not sure what this book is about. We're at a carnival or a big outdoor party. And it must be an unusual book because all of the guests are animals of the forest. Why, we're in Slumber Wood. And the animals look like they're having such a wonderful time. Even the grumpy old badger is telling jokes, and all his friends are laughing. And the wild boar are feasting at the banquet. And the red squirrels and the grey squirrels dance together to the Slumber Wood band. And look at the acrobats. Toads and frogs jumping high up over our heads and spinning and leaping through the forest air as the audience gasp and clap. I know what this is. This is the annual bedtime ball held by the Hedgehog Queen. And look, the stage has been decorated with the most beautiful berry-stone brambles, and the Hedgehog Queen is coming to make a speech. She's rolling onto the stage in a perfectly round ball, as her prickly spines sparkle with dewdrop diamonds.
Thank you all for coming to the annual bedtime ball. Such a treat to see you all. So I've prepared a little treat for you too. Help yourselves and enjoy the party.
Look, her hedgehog waiters are snuffling over with a bedtime treat. Do you see the little white cubes served on their prickly spines? They look like lumps of sugar, but I'm sure they can't be. Let's give them a try. These are whatever you fancies. Haven't you tried them before? Says a handsome fox. Whatever you fancies? No, I've never tried them. You pop a piece into your mouth and it tastes just like whatever you fancy, says the fox. The Queen's always tastes like violet creams, but mine is a Turkish delight. Let's give them a try. Oh, goodness, yes. My whatever you fancy is a lemon sherbet. What flavour is yours? Let's head down to the stream and soak our feet. The hedgehog queen has arranged it all, you know, says the fox. Let's follow him as he makes his way to the stream. And look, the stream has been transformed. It's filled with bubbles, like a bubble bath. And there are bubbles in the air too. And each time they pop, you can smell the sweetness of elderflowers. And under the water swim illumination eels. And as the night begins to draw, we can see them start to light up under the water. Bright blues and purples and pinks, streaming peaceful lights and colours through the calm waters. But with so much merriment all around us, it's going to be difficult to sleep. So let's close the book. And we're back, standing next to the magical bookcase. Shall we try another book? Choose one from the shelf and open it up. We're in a large kitchen with a frying pan on top of a cooker right in front of us, and vegetables on a chopping board all prepared. And as we look, the chopping board is raised above the pan and the vegetables are swept into it by a wooden spoon that lifts all of its own accord. I think we must have opened a cookbook. But this food is going to make me feel hungry if we stay here for too long. So let's close the book. And we're back again. What about this book? And now we're in what looks like an old-fashioned nursery in a grand old house. And there's a small, plump baby fast asleep in its cot. And we can sit here by the fire and watch as the baby is rocked gently from side to side by an old nurse with her grey curls neatly tucked in a white frilly cap. But somebody else is coming in. Molly, where have you... Shh! The baby's only just got to sleep. He's teething. Come and sit by the fire, but keep your voice down. He's going to wake up if you don't whisper. Oh, that were a busy night. Where were you? Serving all the grand folk downstairs. They've got guests. Mr. and Mrs. Cricklewood. It was so interesting. Why? What are they like? Well, Mr. Cricklewood thinks he's rather one grew up in India, In India? Yeah, with her father. She were talking about the exotic birds and butterflies and all that. She rode on an elephant once. I heard her telling the mistress. Seems like such a far-away place, India. I'd love to go. Why? You'd have to travel on an enormous boat for weeks and weeks to get to India. Aren't you frightened you'd get seasick on the way there? She says she brought back a parakeet. A rose-ringed parakeet, they call them. I don't think I'd get seasick if I had a rose-ringed parakeet for company. Don't be daft, of course you would. So what did he say? Well, at first he was talking about his boring business, but then he had a little trip. What do you mean, trip? I think his laces were undone, like he stumbled, and then his trousers split. His face went about as red as a hot coal. What did he do then? Well, what could he do? He backed out of the room with his bum to the wall, came back down in different trousers. Tell me about the hair. Oh, did you hear about that? I think it were a dog hair in Master's soup. No, I mean Mrs. Cricklewood. What was her hair? Well, it sounds like the maid has had an interesting evening. Well, it was as dark as but there's nowhere to sit in here. Match dark eyes. And my body is starting to get rather tired. And my arms and my legs feel a little heavy. So let's close the book and find another. Ah, here we are. Would you like to choose another book? And now we're at the uppermost part of an enormous valley, looking down at the tumbling greens of fields and forests as the hills roll over each other to the centre of a valley. And just where the two sides of the valley might meet at the centre is a river that flows through all the landscape we can see and out of sight. And up here we can feel as the wind picks up just a little and the clouds above gather into the deepest purple peaks. And although we can still see whips of gold as the sun peeps through the clouds, the sky is darkening overhead. And just behind us is a small orange tent with a clear window for looking through. And can you feel the first spot of rain drip, drip, drip on our cheeks? Let's go inside the tent to keep out of the rain. It has two neat little beds made up with sleeping bags and pillows, and we get inside just in time as the rain begins to fall in bigger droplets outside. And it must have been a very hot day, as the tent is still warm inside, although we can hear the heavier fall of rain on the canvas. It's very peaceful to be in here, looking down and across this vast landscape, warm and cosy as the rain begins to lash the side of our tent. And feeling how warm and dry and cosy the tent is, we begin to feel very relaxed indeed. And we can just lie on our pillows, snuggle into these sleeping bags, and listen to the rain outside. And I'd like to watch it fall through the little window, but now I'm feeling so sleepy, so calm and relaxed. And we can just lie here in this tent for as long as you'd like. And I'll see you aboard the counting ship on our very next adventure.